Hello all, this is Anupama Zavalgi here and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to share with you how you can make your own life purpose statement. Life purpose is the why behind everything you do, or you can say that it is the main motivating aim that you have in life. So once you have a statement or a purpose statement, how will it help you? Basically, it will help you with your life decisions, or it can help you in setting your goals, or it can influence your behavior. Because once you know what you are here to do, what your purpose is, then everything that you decide, you are going to think like, is this? Am I on purpose when I do this, or am I not on purpose? So everything, like, you sort of get a sense of direction in life because one, you know your purpose. So for a lot of people, their purpose is related to their vocation or profession. Like doctors, and they know that they are supposed to heal people. uh, for some it could be like just taking the responsibility of their friends and family. A lot of people find their purpose in like spiritual practices or religious practices. So and for some it could be a combination of all these. So because it's your life purpose is unique to you, so it could be a combination of all the four that I mentioned above. Because most people, somehow think that it's always has to be related to their profession. That's not so. Even taking care of your family, loving your family, bringing joy to everyone around you could be your purpose. For some people, finding the life purpose somehow seems to be very selfish, because they are constantly thinking about themselves. It's what they feel. But it's actually, you are trying to discover your gift, and using that gift, you're going to contribute to the world. So that's the meaning of purpose. So it's no way selfish, actually you're going to use it to bring happiness or bring meaning to other people's lives also, using your purpose. So never think of your finding your purpose as like a selfish act. Now, generally, this question, why am I here, or what is my purpose, can come at any point in your life. But it's generally, you will notice that it's most prevalent when you go through either a transition of some kind or a crisis. Maybe you are in between jobs, or you are at that point in your student life where you have to choose which stream you're going to select. Or it could be some crisis in the family, or some personal loss of some kind, or like a global crisis that we are all going through currently with this pandemic. So these are generally the times when you start thinking about your purpose, and these questions come to your mind more. So let's see what are some of the benefits of actually having a life purpose. So why do we need to find ours? So there are a lot of health and well-being benefits that we can have just by finding our purpose. So let me state what those are. The first one is, research has shown that people who, even people take interviews of centenarians living in blue zones. They are the zones where people have really lived longer lives. And researchers have realized that those people have very strong purpose. So actually you live longer if you are on purpose. Another thing would be, it prevents against heart disease, because you have so much love into your life. And there's a Japanese study where they studied people, and they realized that people who have a strong sense of purpose actually have fewer heart diseases. Another thing is, it prevents Alzheimer disease. So Rush Alzheimer's Disease Center in Chicago, they did a research, and they realized that people with low sense of purpose were 2.4 times more likely to get Alzheimer's than those with a strong purpose. So they are also less likely to develop impairments in daily living or mobility disabilities. Actually, living on purpose, you can handle pain also better. It also leads to better relationships, because those who have a sense of purpose actually feel more connected to the people around them. And they spend more time and attention, also give more attention to also the people around them, the communities around them. So that's another benefit of living your life on purpose. They also are better able to handle pain, not just physical pain, even the ups and downs of life, the pain caused by the ups and downs of life, even that is better handled when you are on purpose. So now that we know the benefits also of living on purpose, let's see how we can actually make our own life purpose statement. I'm sure you all want to get to that part. So have you ever thought of your life purpose statement or a mission statement, you can say? So initially, I'll just share two interesting mission statements with you. One is for Thomas Edison. His mission statement was to create inventions that people needed, that people would pay for, and that would be profitable. Let's take another one. This is for Andrew Carnegie. His mission statement was to spend first half of my life making as much money as I can, and the second half to give it all away. So these are two interesting statements that I have found. Now let's get back to making our own mission statement or our life purpose statement. This is an exercise I want everyone to do. The first thing that you're going to start with is you are going to list two of your special qualities. What are your unique qualities? What is it that makes you you? If at this point, if I ask you what are your weaknesses, I'm sure you're all sure about your weaknesses, because that's what we keep hearing since we are from our childhood, right? Everybody keeps telling us what we cannot do well or what we need to improve in. But we don't hear the positive feedback that we hear, like what is it that makes us us? What are those two things that we have? So I want you to list those two things. If it is hard for you to list on your own, actually you can check with your friends and family and see. Or if you have some greeting cards that they have given you or the gifts, and generally people write, who are you in the group? Like you are the agony aunt of the group or anything like that. Another way I have seen that it's easier for people to find is think of your heroes or heroines. Who do you idolize in life? And generally, those qualities that those people show are the ones that you have. That's why you can relate to those. Now, there are so many superheroes also. When I was growing up, there were just two, Spider-Man and Superman. But now you have so many Avengers. So, which is the Avenger that you can relate to? And superpower is not just what they show in the movies. Even patience is a superpower. Even love is a superpower. So if you think of yourself as a superhero, what would your superpower be? That is one way of finding out. Or sometimes nowadays in school, on your report cards, the teacher writes, your special qualities. So go back, if you have those, you can check those, what is the common theme and all of that. And write two of your most special qualities. Okay, so I want you to list those. Then the next thing would be, how do you use those special qualities in your daily life? And here what you're going to write is two things, and these two things are going to be verbs. Okay, so either it's going to be like supporting and motivating, it could be managing, leading, it could be teaching and healing, organizing, empowering, inspiring, or it could be like singing, baking, some kind of a craft, dancing, whatever you're good at, whatever those two qualities are, because people even bake with a lot of love, right? That's your purpose, to spread that love. You can write something like, writing could be a verb where you write something that people enjoy, or painting is something that people will appreciate. So what is it? How do you express those two qualities, the special qualities that you have? What do you use them to do every day? Okay. And now the third part of the exercise is, now once you are using all these qualities, how would the world how would the world seem to you? When everything was perfect, everybody was living to their highest purpose, how would the world look like to you? Okay, so this is the third question. Now you're going to combine all these three. Your qualities, how you express them, and how would the world look to you? So let me give you an example. My brother is a very meticulous person, and he's also very disciplined. And you would be surprised that he uses this quality in organizing things. People get scared of organizing. He's always the one to volunteer to organize any event, small or big. So that's how he expresses his life purpose. So whatever would make somebody else stressed out, he enjoys it. So anything like that, it could be related to your profession. If you are very kind and compassionate, maybe as a doctor, you are using that compassion to treat your patients. Or it could be spending, if you are a mom at home, what qualities are you expressing as you raise your kids? So it doesn't have to be something that you are earning some money out of it, nothing like that. Are you showing up in your everyday life is what matters in terms of life purpose. It could be knitting something for your kids, your grandkids. It could be baking something, cooking something, taking care of something, whatever it is. So once you get this statement, please don't discard that statement thinking that it is not big enough, or, not everybody is meant to be either Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa. You have been given some special gifts, and what you do with those gifts is what matters. Because generally we tend to discount. I've done this exercise with a lot of people. What they think is, it has to be something like a world peace kind of a statement, or what people give, the answer that people give for all those beauty pageants. What are you going to do with your life? It doesn't matter what you have gifts you have been given. How you use them in your daily life is what is your life purpose. So please don't discard anything that it seems too trivial. There's nothing like that. Because this purpose is what makes you come alive. So don't think of your purpose as something that the world is going to need. The world doesn't need more books, more paintings. What the world is, it's more people who feel alive. So those people, we need more of those kind of people, because that will inspire others to also find their purpose, find their direction, find their aliveness. So life purpose is what makes us feel alive, makes us feel clear, and makes us feel fulfilled. So we need more of those kind of people. Now, everybody doesn't have to solve the peace problem or the environmental problem. If you're passionate about it, do it. But don't compare your life purpose with somebody else. Let me share my purpose with you. So my life purpose is to lovingly and kindly inspire and empower people to achieve their highest potential, so that everyone lives a happy and fulfilled life. And I have this stuck to my fridge, so every day I see this. So once you also have your life purpose statement, I want you to put it in a place where you can see it. And remember one thing, this is not cast in stone. So if next day you feel that maybe you need to make a few changes, it's fine. It's your life, it's your purpose. So you can do those changes. But once you think you are close to what your life purpose statement should be, it is close to what it should be, please share it with either your spouse, your best friend, and so that you are accountable to that. They will also remind you of your statement if you miss it. So share it and then see it as many times as possible. Put it on your fridge door or on your laptop or your phone, so that you are getting reminded in the day, and start acting according to your life purpose statement. So if you think you are kind and loving, then you make sure that you are that next day when you show up in your office or at home, or whatever it is, those two qualities that you have written. Okay, so start using those in your life and making yourself accountable to that statement. So if you still are not sure whether what you have come up with is your life purpose statement or not, I'm going to add another life purpose visualization with this video, like another video I'm making, which will be a visualization. So you can just take some time for yourself, do it very calmly, peacefully, when you have time to actually do it correctly. And then let's see if your higher self has some answers for you. So that's another thing that I would really encourage you to try it. But please do the life purpose statement exercise, because just listening to it is not going to help you find your statement. Just start, at least make that start, and share it with everybody. You can actually even share it in the comment section, so it will inspire others to do it. So if you like the video, please press the like, share it with your friends and family who would also be interested in finding their life purpose, and subscribe to my channel. And please do the life purpose visualization if you're interested, if you're still not clear. Thank you. See you next time.